chosen ones, you are about to meet someone the whole world wants, but this person only wants. There is something very important happening around your life right now. Something so quiet, yet so powerful, that many people may miss it if they are not paying attention. And that is why this moment matters deeply, because a divine connection is slowly moving toward you with gentle purpose and heavenly timing. Type 222 if you believe. There is a reason your heart has been feeling different lately, as if something unseen is preparing a place of peace and love just for you. And this feeling is not ordinary because it carries the warmth of God's presence, guiding your path in ways you may not fully understand yet. The story begins in a quiet place within your soul, where the noise of the world cannot reach, and where God often speaks in the softest and most comforting way, planting seeds of hope that grow slowly but surely into something beautiful and lasting. You may have walked through moments of loneliness, confusion, or even deep sadness that felt endless, but those moments were never empty, because God was shaping your heart to recognize something precious that is now coming closer to you with every passing day. This person you are about to meet is not like the others who passed through your life without understanding your depth, because this connection is touched by divine intention and wrapped in a kind of love that reflects the kindness and patience of Jesus Christ. While the world may chase after this person for their light, their wisdom, or their presence, their heart is not drawn to the crowd because it is quietly being guided toward you, as if God Himself has written your names together in a story that only heaven fully understands. If your heart feels even a little touched right now, gently show your support by liking this video and subscribing to this channel, because this simple act can help this message reach someone who is silently praying for hope, healing, and a miracle in their life. There is a gentle beauty in how God brings two souls together, not through loud signs or sudden noise, but through small and meaningful moments that slowly reveal a deeper truth. And this truth carries peace instead of fear, and comfort instead of doubt. You may begin to notice subtle changes around you, such as unexpected calmness in situations that once troubled you, or a new sense of clarity that feels like a warm light guiding your decisions with quiet assurance. Jesus has always shown through His life that true love is patient, kind, and deeply understanding, and this upcoming connection reflects those same qualities in a way that feels natural and safe for your heart. There will be no rush or pressure, no confusion or fear, because what is guided by God always carries a sense of peace that gently settles within your spirit, like a calm evening after a long day. The person who is coming into your life carries their own story of healing, growth, and quiet strength, shaped by experiences that have taught them to value what truly matters, and that is why their heart will recognize yours without struggle or doubt. They may have been surrounded by many people who admired them or desired their presence, but their soul has remained patient, waiting for a connection that feels real, pure, and deeply aligned with God's will. As this moment draws closer, you may feel an inner shift that is hard to explain, like a soft whisper reminding you to stay open, to trust the timing, and to keep your heart steady in faith, even when everything seems uncertain. This feeling is not just emotion, because it is the gentle hand of God preparing you for something meaningful, something that carries purpose beyond what the eyes can see. Most people ignored this strange 7-second exercise when they first heard about it. That changed when stories began surfacing from people who had paid off debt, upgraded their lifestyles, purchased new homes, and experienced unexpected financial improvements. A recently surfaced CIA document points to an unusual brainwave process that is rapidly gaining attention online. Reports claim that 4 separate neuroscience research teams examined the method and found evidence that it may help shift mental patterns connected to wealth, opportunity, and personal success. Those who once struggled financially now say money seems to appear in ways they never anticipated. As interest grows, information about this method is becoming increasingly difficult to find. Click the link in the description and comments below to learn what everyone is talking about. There is a quiet protection surrounding this connection, a kind of divine covering that keeps it safe from harm and confusion, allowing it to grow in the right way at the right time without interference from negativity or doubt. This is how God works in the lives of those who trust Him, guiding them step by step toward something that brings peace instead of chaos and joy instead of fear. In the teachings of Jesus Christ, there is always a reminder that love is not about possession or control, but about giving, understanding, and walking together in faith, and this connection reflects that truth in a way that feels deeply comforting and real. You will not feel the need to change who you are or hide your true self, because this person will see you with kindness and acceptance, just as God sees you with love and compassion. There may have been times when you felt unseen or misunderstood, as if your heart was speaking a language that no one around you could truly hear. But those moments were preparing you for this meeting, shaping your soul to recognize a connection that speaks the same language of faith, hope, and quiet strength. This is not something that happens by chance, because God's plans are always intentional and filled with purpose, even when they unfold slowly over time. As you continue walking forward, remember that every step you take in faith brings you closer to this moment, and every prayer you have whispered has been heard and gently answered in ways that are now beginning to take shape. There is nothing random about what is happening, because God's love is guiding this path with care, ensuring that everything unfolds in a way that brings peace to your heart and glory to His name. The beauty of this journey is not just in the meeting itself, but in the transformation that happens within you along the way, as your heart becomes softer, stronger, and more open to the kind of love that reflects the teachings of Jesus Christ. This is a love that does not demand or take, but gently gives and nurtures, creating a space where both souls can grow together in faith and understanding. Type 1010 if you agree. There have been days when you wondered if your waiting had a purpose, when your prayers seemed to echo in silence, and your heart felt tired from hoping. But even in those moments, God was never distant, because His love was quietly working behind the scenes, preparing both you and this person for a meeting that would not bring confusion or pain, but instead bring understanding, comfort, and a deep sense of belonging. The time of preparation has been just as important as the moment of connection, because it has shaped your heart to recognize something real and pure when it finally stands before you. This person has also been walking their own path, guided by the same unseen hand that has been leading you. And their journey has not been easy or simple, because it has required growth, patience, and moments of quiet surrender, where they learned to trust God, even when they did not understand His timing. There is something sacred in the way two lives can move separately, yet still be guided toward the same point, as if heaven itself is gently aligning every detail with care and purpose. The world may admire this person for what they carry on the outside, but what makes them truly special is not something that can be easily seen or understood by everyone, because their true beauty lies within a heart that seeks peace, truth, and a connection that reflects the love of Jesus Christ. Many may be drawn to their light, yet their soul has been waiting for a connection that feels like home, something that brings rest instead of pressure and joy instead of confusion. As you move closer to this moment, you may begin to notice a change in the way you see things around you, as if your eyes are opening to a new level of understanding, where you no longer chase what is empty, but instead feel drawn toward what is meaningful and lasting. This shift is not accidental because it is part of God's gentle preparation, guiding you away from distractions and towards something that carries real purpose and lasting peace. There is a calm strength growing within you, a quiet confidence that does not need to prove itself to anyone because it is rooted in faith and shaped by your relationship with God. This strength will help you receive this connection with grace and clarity, allowing you to embrace it without fear or doubt, knowing that what comes from God always brings peace and never confusion. In the teachings of Jesus, there is always a reminder that love grows best in an environment of patience and kindness, and this connection will follow that same gentle rhythm, unfolding naturally, without force or urgency. There will be a sense of ease in the way your paths cross, as if everything falls into place at the right moment without struggle, because what is guided by God never needs to be rushed. There is also a sense of protection surrounding this moment, a quiet shield that keeps negativity and fear from interfering with what is being built, allowing it to grow in a space filled with peace and trust. This protection is not something you can always see, but you can feel it in the calmness that settles in your heart, reminding you that you are safe in God's plan. As this connection begins to take shape, you will notice that it does not demand anything from you, but instead invites you into a space of understanding where both hearts can simply be themselves without fear of rejection or judgment. This kind of love reflects the heart of Jesus, where acceptance and compassion create a foundation that cannot be easily shaken by the challenges of the world. There is a beauty in how God brings clarity at the right time, not all at once, but little by little, allowing your heart to adjust and grow into the truth of what is happening. You will not feel overwhelmed or confused, because each step will carry a sense of peace that gently confirms you are exactly where you need to be. Type 1212 to claim miracles. The connection that is coming into your life is not just about companionship or shared moments, but about a deeper purpose that aligns with your faith and helps you grow closer to God through love, understanding, and shared strength. It is a reminder that God's plans are always greater than what we can imagine, and that His timing is always perfect, even when it feels slow or uncertain. There is something very special about the way your heart has been prepared, because it allows you to recognize this connection without fear, to receive it with gratitude, and to nurture it with the kind of love that reflects the teachings of Jesus Christ. This is not just a meeting of two people, but a meeting of two journeys that have been guided by the same divine hand. Type 2020 if you trust in God. You may begin to notice that your heart no longer reacts the way it once did to things that used to trouble you, because a new calmness has taken root within you, replacing fear with trust and uncertainty, with a quiet strength that feels steady and real. This change is not something you created on your own, but something that God has been building inside you through every experience, every prayer, and every moment of waiting that shaped your faith in ways you may not have fully understood at the time. The person who is coming into your life will recognize this change within you, not through words or explanations, but through the peace they feel in your presence, as if your heart speaks a language they have always understood, but rarely found in others. There will be no need to pretend or hide parts of yourself, because this connection will naturally allow both of you to be honest, open, and gentle with each other, creating a space where love can grow without fear. What if the ability to attract greater wealth has been inside your mind all along? Newly revealed CIA-related research describes a brief 7-second routine believed to activate a little-known mental state associated with abundance and achievement. According to reports, the technique was reviewed by multiple neuroscience laboratories and is now being used daily by thousands of people looking to escape financial pressure and create a life filled with freedom, travel, and opportunity. Due to growing attention, access to this information may not remain available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. This connection is not built on temporary feelings or surface attraction, but on something deeper that reflects the teachings of Jesus Christ, where love is patient, kind, and filled with understanding that does not fade when challenges arise. There will be a sense of stability in this bond, a quiet assurance that remains even during difficult moments, because it is rooted in faith and guided by God's presence. There may have been times in your past when you questioned whether something real and lasting would ever come into your life, especially after moments that left your heart feeling tired or uncertain, but those experiences were not meant to break you, because they were shaping your understanding of what true love feels like. They were teaching you to recognize the difference between what fades quickly and what stays strong, between what confuses your heart and what brings you peace. As this person draws closer, there will be small signs that gently confirm what is happening, not in a way that overwhelms you, but in a way that comforts you, like a soft reminder that everything is unfolding with purpose and care. You may feel a sense of familiarity when you meet them, as if your souls have already known each other in a quiet and peaceful way that does not need explanation. The world may see this person as someone desirable, someone who carries qualities that many admire, but what makes this connection unique is not how others see them, but how they see you, with a kind of attention and care that feels rare and deeply genuine. Their heart will not be drawn to what is loud or temporary, because it has been prepared by God to recognize something true and lasting within you. There is a quiet protection over this connection that keeps it safe from misunderstanding and confusion, allowing it to grow in a space filled with trust and clarity. This protection is part of God's plan, ensuring that what is meant for you is not disturbed by outside noise or doubt, but instead grows in a way that brings peace and strength to both hearts. In the life of Jesus, there is always an example of how love is expressed through compassion, patience, and truth, and this connection will reflect those same qualities in a way that feels natural and comforting. You will not feel the need to rush or force anything, because everything will unfold at the right time, guided by a rhythm that feels calm and steady. There will also be a deep sense of gratitude growing within you as this connection becomes clearer, a feeling that reminds you of how God has been working in your life, even when you could not see it, bringing you closer to something that fills your heart with hope and joy. This gratitude will strengthen your faith, helping you trust even more in the path that is unfolding before you. Type 1111 to receive miracles. This connection will not only bring companionship, but will also inspire growth within both of you, encouraging you to become stronger in faith, kinder in heart, and more open to the love that God freely gives. It will be a partnership that reflects light in a world that often feels uncertain, a reminder that God's love is still present and active in every moment. As you continue to walk forward, remember that this journey is not just about meeting someone, but about becoming the person God created you to be, someone who can receive and give love in a way that reflects His kindness and truth. The path ahead is filled with quiet blessings, each one unfolding gently and perfectly in its time. There is no need to worry about what is coming, because everything that is meant for you will arrive with peace and clarity, guided by a love that never fails and a plan that is always good. Your heart is being led towards something beautiful, something that carries purpose, hope, and a deep connection that reflects the very nature of God's love. Type 999 if you trust Jesus. There was a time when your heart may have felt restless, searching for something it could not fully name, moving through experiences that did not bring the peace you were hoping for. And yet, even in those moments, God was quietly guiding you, leading you away from what was not meant for you, and bringing you closer to what truly belongs in your life. Those moments were not wasted, because they were preparing your heart to recognize something genuine, something that carries truth and light. The person who is coming into your life has also been shaped by their own journey, a path filled with lessons that taught them to value honesty, patience, and the quiet strength that comes from trusting God even when life feels uncertain. Their heart has learned to wait, to listen, and to seek something deeper than what the world offers, and that is why they are being guided toward you with such care and intention. When your paths begin to cross, there will be a gentle sense of familiarity that feels comforting rather than confusing, as if your hearts already understand each other in a quiet and peaceful way. There will be no need for struggle or effort, because this connection will flow naturally, guided by a calm presence that reflects the love and teachings of Jesus Christ. There is something very special about a connection that is built on faith, because it carries a strength that does not break under pressure, and a peace that remains even in moments of uncertainty. This connection will not be based on fleeting emotions, but on something deeper that continues to grow and become stronger over time, supported by trust, understanding, and a shared sense of purpose. A little-known discovery hidden within leaked CIA research is generating worldwide attention. The technique takes only 7 seconds and is believed to place the brain into a powerful state linked to financial growth and success. Researchers from 4 neuroscience facilities reportedly observed unusual effects connected to this process. Since then, people have shared stories of unexpected income, dream vacations, luxury purchases, and opportunities they never thought possible. Awareness of this method remains limited, and the page revealing it could vanish without warning. Click the link in the description and comments below to see why interest is spreading so quickly. As this moment approaches, you may feel a soft shift within your heart, a feeling that encourages you to let go of past worries and to open yourself to something new and meaningful. This feeling is not something to fear, because it is a sign that God is gently leading you into a season where your heart can rest and your soul can find comfort. There is a quiet protection over this connection, something that keeps it safe from confusion and doubt, allowing it to grow in a space filled with clarity and peace. You may not always see this protection, but you will feel it in the calmness that surrounds your thoughts and the steady assurance that everything is unfolding as it should. In the life of Jesus, love is always shown through kindness, patience, and truth, and this connection will carry those same qualities in a way that feels natural and sincere. There will be no pressure to change who you are, because you will be accepted and understood in a way that feels genuine and comforting. There may have been moments in your past where you felt unseen or unappreciated, where your heart longed for a connection that truly understood you, but those moments were not meant to last forever, because they were leading you toward something better. They were teaching you to recognize the difference between what is temporary and what is lasting, between what brings confusion and what brings peace. As this connection begins to grow, you will notice that it brings out the best in you, encouraging you to become more patient, more kind, and more grounded in your faith. This is not something that happens by chance, because God is using this connection to help you grow into the person you are meant to be. Type 1111 to receive miracles. There will be a sense of calm joy that comes with this connection, a feeling that does not overwhelm you but gently fills your heart with warmth and reassurance. This joy will not depend on circumstances, because it is rooted in something deeper, something that reflects the love and peace that comes from God. The person who is coming into your life will not only bring companionship, but will also bring a sense of understanding that feels rare and meaningful. They will see you for who you truly are, and they will value the qualities that make you unique, creating a bond that feels strong and genuine. As you continue to move forward, remember that this journey is not just about meeting someone, but about experiencing a deeper connection with God through love, trust, and understanding. This is a reminder that God's plans are always filled with purpose, and that everything happens at the right time. There is no need to rush or worry about what is coming, because everything that is meant for you will arrive with peace and clarity. This connection is being guided by a love that never fails, and it will unfold in a way that feels natural and right. Type 222 if you walk by faith. There were moments in your journey when you felt as though you were walking alone, carrying thoughts and emotions that others could not fully understand. And yet, even in those silent struggles, God was always near, holding you in ways you could not see, and leading you through every step with a love that never weakened or turned away. Those moments were not meant to harm you, because they were quietly building a deeper faith within you, preparing your heart for something meaningful and true. The person who is coming into your life has also known what it feels like to wait, to hope, and to trust God through moments that tested their patience and strengthened their spirit. Their journey has taught them to value what is real, to seek peace over noise, and to recognize a connection that reflects the kindness and teachings of Jesus Christ. This shared understanding will create a bond that feels natural and comforting, as if both hearts have been gently guided toward each other by the same loving hand. As your paths draw closer, there will be a sense of stillness within you, a calm awareness that something important is happening without the need for explanation or proof. This stillness is not empty, because it is filled with God's presence, quietly assuring you that everything is unfolding with care and purpose. You may notice that your thoughts become clearer, your heart feels lighter, and your trust grows stronger, as if you are being gently prepared to receive something that carries deep meaning. This connection will not feel confusing or uncertain, because it will be rooted in peace, and peace is always a sign of God's guidance. There will be a natural flow in your interactions, a sense of ease that allows both of you to be yourselves without fear or hesitation, creating a space where love can grow in a gentle and steady way. This kind of connection does not need to be forced, because it is already aligned with something greater than human effort. In the life and teachings of Jesus, love is always shown through compassion, patience, and truth. And this connection will reflect those same qualities in a way that feels sincere and lasting. There will be moments of quiet understanding, where words are not always needed, because the heart already knows what to feel and how to respond with kindness and care. There may have been times when you questioned whether something like this could ever happen in your life, especially after experiences that left you feeling uncertain or guarded, but those moments were part of your growth, teaching you to recognize what is real and to let go of what does not bring peace. They were preparing you to receive a connection that is built on faith and guided by God's love. Some are calling this one of the most remarkable wealth discoveries ever revealed. Newly uncovered CIA files describe a simple 7-second brainwave technique believed to help recondition the mind for prosperity and abundance. Supported by findings reportedly reviewed by 4 neuroscience research centers, this daily practice is attracting attention from people seeking financial breakthroughs. Many claim it helped them move from financial struggle to greater stability, freedom, and success. Information surrounding this technique is becoming harder to locate online. Click the link in the description and comments below before it is gone. As this connection begins to take shape, you will notice that it encourages you to grow in ways that feel natural and uplifting, helping you become more patient, more understanding, and more connected to your faith. This growth is not something that happens by chance, because it is part of God's plan to bring you closer to the person you are meant to be. There is also a quiet protection over this connection, something that keeps it safe from doubt and confusion, allowing it to develop in a space filled with clarity and trust. This protection is a reflection of God's care, ensuring that what is meant for you is not easily shaken or disturbed by outside influences. Type Amen if you believe. The person who is coming into your life will not only bring companionship, but will also bring a deeper sense of purpose, reminding you of the beauty of shared faith and the strength that comes from walking together with God at the center. This connection will feel like a partnership that supports and uplifts, creating a bond that grows stronger over time. There will be a sense of gratitude that fills your heart as you begin to see how everything in your journey has been leading to this moment, how every experience, every lesson, and every prayer has played a role in bringing you here. This gratitude will deepen your faith, helping you trust even more in the path that God has set before you. As you continue forward, remember that this journey is not just about meeting someone, but about experiencing the fullness of God's love through connection, understanding, and shared purpose. This is a reminder that God's plans are always good, even when they unfold slowly, and that His timing is always perfect. There is no need to fear what lies ahead, because everything that is meant for you will come with peace and clarity, guided by a love that never fails. This connection is part of a greater plan, one that brings hope, warmth, and a deeper sense of belonging into your life. Type yes to affirm. There were times when your heart felt uncertain, when the path ahead seemed unclear, and your spirit grew tired from waiting, yet even in those moments God was never absent, because His love was quietly holding you, strengthening you, and guiding you through every step with a patience that never fades. Those seasons of waiting were not empty or meaningless, because they were shaping your heart in ways that prepared you for something real, something that reflects truth, kindness, and lasting peace. The person who is coming into your life has also been shaped by their own journey, one that required them to grow through moments of reflection, patience, and trust in God's timing. Their heart has learned to recognize what truly matters, to seek a connection that is not based on surface things, but on something deeper that carries meaning and purpose. This shared understanding will allow both of you to meet in a place of peace, where there is no need for fear or doubt. As this connection begins to come closer, you may feel a sense of calm that is different from anything you have experienced before, a quiet assurance that settles within your spirit and reminds you that everything is happening in the right way, at the right time. This feeling is not something to question, because it is a reflection of God's presence, guiding you towards something that is meant for you. There is a gentle beauty in how God brings two lives together, not through force or urgency, but through a natural flow that feels peaceful and right. This connection will not feel rushed or overwhelming, because it will unfold in a way that allows both hearts to grow and understand each other with patience and care. In the life of Jesus Christ, love is always expressed through compassion, patience, and truth, and this connection will carry those same qualities in a way that feels genuine and lasting. There will be a deep sense of respect and understanding, a feeling that allows both of you to be open and honest, without fear of judgment or rejection. There may have been moments in your past when you felt unseen or misunderstood, when your heart longed for a connection that truly understood you, yet those moments were part of your journey, guiding you towards something better. They were teaching you to recognize what is real and to let go of what does not bring peace. As this connection continues to grow, you will notice that it brings a sense of balance into your life, helping you feel more grounded and connected to your faith. This is not something that happens by chance, because it is part of God's plan to bring you into a place where your heart can rest and your spirit can find comfort. There is also a quiet protection surrounding this connection, something that keeps it safe from confusion and doubt, allowing it to develop in a space filled with trust and clarity. This protection is a reflection of God's care, ensuring that what is meant for you is not easily shaken or disturbed. Type 1010 if you agree. The person who is coming into your life will not only bring companionship, but will also bring a deeper sense of purpose, reminding you of the beauty of shared faith and the strength that comes from walking together with God at the center. This connection will feel like a partnership that supports and uplifts, creating a bond that grows stronger over time. There will be a quiet joy that fills your heart as you begin to understand how everything in your life has been leading to this moment, how every experience, every lesson, and every prayer has played a role in bringing you here. This joy will not be overwhelming, but it will be steady and comforting, like a gentle light that stays with you.